So let's take a nice, deep, slow breath. And what I suggest you do is, if you have anything on your lap or anything, put it on a different chair or on the floor so that you can put both of your feet on the floor, perhaps your hands on your lap. And just take a nice, deep, slow breath. Ideally, you want to separate your hands and separate your feet. And listen only to my voice from now on. Listen only to my voice. And allow my voice to gently guide you into a very comfortable experience because you deserve this moment. Imagine this. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. There's a whole life ahead of you that starts right now. A moment from now, we're going to be done with this experience, and the rest of your life begins. For most people out there, the rest of their lives is very similar to what their lives has been like up until now. But you have a choice. You can conserve and keep many of the aspects of your life that you really like and enjoy, and yet you can change whatever you want to change. In fact, I'm going to ask you a favor. I'd like for you to bring up to your awareness right now an area of your life. But listen to my voice. I'd like for you to bring up a picture that represents the way you want it to be, not the way you think it has been, but the way you want it to be. Let's suppose that you want to improve your health. Let's suppose that you want to have a particular weight. You want to be fit. Bring up the picture in your mind. Imagine you as you want to look. Now let's give movement and colors to that picture. Perhaps to you, being very fit means that you're running on the beach. Perhaps you've been jogging 5 miles along the beach, and you feel very fresh, even after several miles jogging, running, and you feel strong and fit. Now, the picture that you bring up is going to be specific to you. But first you bring up a picture of what you want, and then you're going to give movement, color to this picture, and most importantly, emotion. If you're jogging on the beach, you're super happy, you're elated. Look at me, I can run 10 miles right on the beach and I feel awesome. There's emotion, there's pride, there's happiness, there's joy. Now what is it for you? Perhaps running on the beach isn't important to you, perhaps something else is. Only you know what's important to you. Only you know what you're ready for. But as I continue speaking, as you continue listening to my voice, these images begin to take shape in your mind. You know what you're ready for. You know what the next step is for you. And you also know that you have tried to accomplish this many times, and each time you have taken a couple of steps forward, a little voice from your past told you, "Who do you think you are? That's not for you. You don't belong there." Some of you may even have heard, "You're not good enough." Perhaps others of you have heard, "You don't deserve it," or anything else along those lines. I'm here to tell you today that that voice is actually your friend. Because from today forward, whenever you hear that voice in your mind, you're going to smile. Whenever you hear that voice saying, "Not for you, not good enough, not today," you're going to smile. You're going to see that voice as your best friend. Because every time you hear that voice, you're going to be reminded of your own divinity. You are not that voice. You are a divine entity who came into this world and took on a human form only so that you could overcome those kinds of obstacles. That voice that tells you you can't. That's the whole point of this thing that we call life. If you have a dream in your heart, how did that dream get in there? Where does it come from? Ask yourself that question. Be bold and ask yourself, why do you have that dream? Why is that important to you? Well, that dream comes from your heart. It's important to you because that is an expression of who you are. If there weren't any opposition to who you are, the muscle, your identity, wouldn't really grow that much, would it? So we're born with a dream and with a little voice that says we can't. And I'm here today to remind you that you can. And when you hear the little voice saying you can't, you're going to smile and say, thank you, I'm going ahead anyway. Thank you, I'm going ahead anyway. Because if you're following your heart, you're an adult, you're intelligent. If you're following your heart and if you know you're doing the right thing, even if you hear the little voice, all you have to do is smile and say, thank you, I'm going ahead anyway. And that gives you joy because you know you're on the right track. You know you're doing the right thing. You know you're going forward and building a better life for you and for your loved ones. And every word you hear from my voice causes you to relax more and more deeply. You relax more and more deeply with every word you hear. It is as though you're standing in front of a door. And you open the door. You go through the door. You look towards your right to find a stairway. The stairway is magical. Magical stairways are different from regular stairways in the sense that every step you go down brings you deeper and deeper and deeper into your own inner self. Down we go. 10, 9, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. Some of you might think that you're falling asleep already. Some of you are entering a very deep level of meditation. Some of you are just enjoying the relaxation. Some of you just know that it's okay to let go, because within each one of us, there's a profound sense of divinity that is always looking out for us. And so it's okay, it is safe for you to let go and allow your own divinity to take over and remind you that you can continue going down the stairs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything is perfectly okay. Listen to my voice and allow yourself to keep on going deeper and deeper and deeper. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life. You, as a divine entity, you, as a god, as a goddess, have the option of determining what you want your life to be like. Yes, there are certain constraints, but even those are only there because you've chosen them. And it turns out that you can change all of them if you choose to. You don't want to change everything. There are many things in your life that you're really happy with, and that's awesome. But I know that there are a few things you want to change. And today you learn how to see yourself as you want to be. Gone are the days when you thought of the past. I'm this way because of that. The phrase because. This happened because. I did this because. And those kinds of causal explanations are gone. We no longer know why we do what we do. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you have a choice of what to do, what to experience, what to feel from now on. And you embark on a whole new experience. Because you can. You're a divine human being. It's a whole new experience. Now, the reason why you can, and the reason why this is sustainable, is because you always remember what we discussed here. You always remember that the changes you make in your life have to respect your prior commitments. You can change a commitment, but we are responsible for our commitments. And so if we're committed to an idea, a situation, we have the choice of changing the commitment, but we face that choice. Perhaps you have to speak to the person. Perhaps you have to send a letter, whatever the case might be. But we are responsible for our commitments because we do everything in a way that is good for everybody involved. That's how we build a life that is sustainably, consistently better, every day better and better and better, by being responsible for our previous commitments even when we change them. The other thing is that as you begin to formulate this new life of yours, you know that everything you want and everything that you're building is based on the truth, is based on good things, is based on good ideas, is based on your heart. We call this heart-centered healing. In other words, who you truly are. Not just the thoughts in your mind that change every day, but what's really, really, really in your heart. And we access that simply by breathing very deeply and slowly, putting our hands on our heart for a moment, and you feel who you truly are. You feel who you truly, truly are. Today is a wonderful day. You want every one of these new ideas of yours to be of a higher vibration. What does that mean? It's always better. We always go forward. We always become a better person. You always think of yourself as a better person tomorrow, a better person today than you were yesterday, vibrating at a higher level, being better to others, being better to yourself. And that's how we build a better life. And everything is working just fine. And so, as a divine entity on this earth, yes, you face some adversity like everybody else, we all do, and that's good, because that is how we become stronger. That is how we become better. That is how we remember our own divinity, by facing certain adversity. But every time you do, every time you hear that voice of adversity, something within you tells you, yeah, thanks for being there, but I'm going ahead anyway, because today I remember my divinity. Today I remember that as a divine entity, I do deserve an awesome life, and so do you. We all do, and there's enough for everybody. And your gain is someone else's gain as well. We all become better together. And today is the first day of the rest of your life. A whole new phase of your life is beginning today. I'd like for you to be the first one to welcome you into your whole new life. I'd like for you to be the first one to congratulate you for making the choice to even considering this change tonight. But make sure that this is the very best life you've ever lived, because it only depends on you. It literally only depends on you. You can make it so much better for yourself by simply daring to look at one aspect at a time, or all of it globally, however you choose, and change it. You're perfectly free to change your life. And so, as you begin to come back this way, notice how much more peaceful, more relaxed, more comfortable you feel. And there's something within you that is brewing right now that can best be described as a profound sense of certainty. You're certain of who you are. Yeah, you're sure of it. It's like, yeah, I'm ready for a better life. Yes. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how long you've been at this. It doesn't really matter. Today is the beginning of a whole new phase of your life, and you are ready for this new phase. You're ready for something awesome. And so as you begin to come back, you begin to open your eyes and perhaps move a little bit, perhaps stretch a little bit, And it actually feels good to be you. It actually feels good to come back and open your eyes and know that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be awesome. We're not just going to learn to tolerate some of our problems. We're not just going to solve some of these problems. We're actually going to thrive and build an awesome life. We're actually going to thrive and build an awesome life. And as you open your eyes, you feel sure of that. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. If you're now going to sleep, if you're in bed, you will notice that you enter a very deep level of sleep. And you sleep soundly, deeply, all night. Every night from now on. If it's time to wake up, you wake up refreshed, feeling great, and you have a wonderful day today.